Hey you guys, welcome back to How to Telly, and today we will be showing you guys how to duplicate a t-shirt design. So as you guys just saw, I took a picture with my camera phone, and I am just going to see if it's easy to just upload it into Cricut Design Space with the way that it is basic. But we see that it has like a lot of breakage, it's uneven, it's patchy, so we're going to use a background remover app to remove the background in a smooth manner, so when we upload it into Cricut Design Space, it's smooth and even, and our Cricut won't have to cut all of these jagged edges. So you guys see, I just turned this into a PNG using the app, and I'm going to re-upload it into Cricut Design Space in a better manner. It looks really chunky now, but it's because it has a invisible layer on the outside. We're just going to go ahead and click it away with the magic eraser with Cricut uploading software. So from here, you guys see that it is all clean, and you can see what it says. It says melanin, but I decided to go ahead and take away my circles so that I don't have to contour it 3 different times to get red, green, and blue dots. This way I can just go ahead and get the circle shape and duplicate it 6 times and then make it the colors that I need it to be. That'll be really simple and easy, but you guys can do it whichever way that you are comfortable with. Just make sure that the goal is that the design matches the shirt that you're trying to duplicate. From here, I'm going to even out the word melanin and start to add my circles and my colors and different things like that, so we can get this ready to cut. So we're going to go to shapes, and you're going to pick the shape. Of course, in this case it is going to be a circle, and you're going to size it to the words. And this is basically the same way that you see the Friends logo and any other logo that uses this style, which is fair use as long as it does not say Friends. So you guys can go ahead and use that, and you can sell it. If I'm not mistaken, do a little research just to be sure. And here I am changing the colors of those circles to match the color of the dots on my toddler shirt. I'm going to duplicate them because I need 6 circles total to go between the letters melanin. Once I duplicated them and I have them where I need them to be, I'm just going to place them in between the letters, and evenly you'll see the little lines on Cricut Design Space that tells you that they were evenly placed, which is really helpful. But you also can turn those lines off if you don't want them to be there. But the yellow marks tell me that this is even, and it's good for me to just continue knowing that it's placed well. Another thing that I realized that I wanted to do was to attach the red dots together, the green dots together, and the blue dots together. This way, when it cuts out, they're automatically stuck together, and I don't have to have these little dots, and I don't have to worry about placing them evenly. They'll be evenly placed because I'll be grouping them together. So I put this on my mat, and it is getting ready to be cut. And as you guys can see, all 4 of those circles were really close together instead of being spaced out the way that it needs to be when it comes to pressing it. So that is where I got the idea to go ahead and group it together. So I select the 2 reds, 1 and 2, and you're just going to click group. You can click attach, you can click weld, whatever you prefer, but I believe that I just clicked group to make sure that it's stuck together, and I did the same thing with all the dots. So now it's just ready to be pressed. You just weed it. It does take a little bit more of your vinyl, but it saves you so much time, and energy is more worth it. So now that we have it designed and ready to start cutting, I'm going to just show you guys what our goal is once again. And we're going to get ready to start cutting our vinyl. So I do have 2 of these shirts, and these shirts were screen printed from the company that I got the shirts from. But mine will be, of course, once again, vinyl. If you guys wanted to do the same thing with screen printing, you would do the reverse vinyl, and you would use the screen print screen and go ahead and do it that method. But because we're using vinyl, we're just going to go ahead, get our mats, and get ready to start cutting. So I went ahead and grabbed my color vinyls that I will be deciding to use, and I was so elated to find that I had a blue that was close to the blue that is on the girl's shirt. So we have a blue, and because my cutting mats are not that sticky, I went ahead and I used tape. You guys can do the same thing. I will be getting another cutting mat very soon, but at least for this video, that is what I will be using. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing as far as loading all of my vinyl on my mats, because I have a few, and once I cut them all, I'll come back and show you guys what that looks like. So now that I'm finished cutting, I'm just going ahead to weed those out to make sure that I can do it for both of the designs. So I duplicated this so that I can make two t-shirts to match mommy and daddy style, to match our two toddlers. And this is what it looks like when I grouped it together, to make sure that they are close enough and in the right space to just simply put it on top when I'm layering my vinyl. I don't have to worry about the dots, where to put them, how to put them. They're already placed. You just need to line it up between the letters where they belong. We're going to do the same thing as far as weeding with the word melanin right here that you guys see, which is much easier because it's just bigger letters. If you guys are not familiar with weeding, this is just a really easy way to show you guys that leaving it on the mat also helps for you to weed it, because you can see the background and everything like that, which helps you just to get it done easier. So this is a very beginner friendly video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it below in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And here we are, simply cutting it out to make sure that it is a nice and even, like, I guess you can say, piece of vinyl, so that we can even it out on the shirt well. If you have all that extra stuff, it can be very confusing on how to place it on your shirt. So at this point, I went ahead and I warmed up my heat press, and it's time to start pressing our shirts. Now I just wanted to see what it will look like once I line it up with the dots, just to be sure that it is in the right place, and it was pretty much looking good. So it's time to start pressing. I will be using my 12 by 15 press today. I do have a bigger press in the background that you guys see, but because this was a quick project, I just decided to use the little one, so you guys don't have to have a huge press to do this. And I'm simply making sure that it is nice and even. And that is what it'll look like once it's all pressed. So I was just trying to see and make sure that it will look right, and I'm so excited. So of course, we're just going to be doing one color first. We're going to be doing our basic melanin in white, and once I press that, I'm going to line up my other dots to make sure that it goes just as right in the middle and in between that. Now that we have the white on, I went ahead and I placed the red, I believe, dot, and we're just pressing it, and I put back the melanin plastic to make sure that our vinyl does not get messed up by the heat press. I have made that mistake plenty of times before, so just be cautious, or you can use some parchment paper or butcher paper and even Teflon sheets. So we're going to do the same thing again, and this is a layer method. So we're going to be putting the green, and last but not least, we'll be doing the blue, and that will be the basis of making this shirt a duplicate of the toddler shirt that we have in the background. right, you guys, so this is it. We are ready for our great reveal, and you guys can see how well this t-shirt turned out, and the fact that we were able to duplicate this design on another shirt. We didn't need to buy a PNG, we didn't need to download anything, we didn't need to go to Google. All we did was take a picture, clean the image, and upload it to Cricut Design Space, and go ahead and cut that vinyl out and press it onto our shirt. If you guys have any questions or any comments, anything that you want to leave, go ahead and leave it, because this is our YouTube channel, and your likes and comments is the bread and butter that keeps us going, that keeps us posting, that keeps us inspired. So be supportive, and also subscribe to our channel. Like, we absolutely love to see that you guys are just like ready to see more that we have. Click the bell to get a notification when we post next time. And that is pretty much it. You guys can see I'm just showing you more of what we just created together. You guys can use this method with pretty much anything. You see, you can change up the vinyl, you can change up the color, you can buy a shirt for you, and then you can duplicate it for your babies to make sure that you can afford it, because it's only like small vinyl, you know. Whatever you want to do, like, it's up to you guys, you know. So this was fun. Thank you so much once again for watching. This is your girl Tia here on How to Tully, and I will absolutely positively all on what I desire to do. See you next time. Peace, guys.